Hey everybody, welcome back to Sherri's Crochet Corner. I'm a busy girl, working full-time as a nurse, trying to help raise my granddaughter. Found out my daughter's having another one. Phew! I'm so sorry I haven't put out a video. I have the best intentions. I don't know about you all. This is a chair that I've got some stuff on to show you all. And a bag, but just sitting in the window, but just ignore my mess. I don't know about any of you all, but I'm a yarn addict and I love yarn. And if I find a deal on yarn, I've got to get it. So saying all that, I'm coming on to show you a yarn haul and some reasons why I need the yarn. But I wanted to welcome you first, tell you that I've missed you, and I'm going to do so much better, I promise, especially in 2024, because it's already a goal. I've not made any progress on what I wanted to do this year, and I'm sorry. So I love to test patterns. Anybody out there love to test patterns? If you do, say, yeah, I test patterns, or who you test for, what do you like to test? I got into making wearables, and so I tested a lot of those. But, oh, and speaking of that, Joe to the World Creations has an awesome website, and she does a lot on the pattern testers. And this is one of her patterns that she did. I know it doesn't look the best on me, but can you see that? Can you see how cute that is? It's a pumpkin hat for the fall. And let me get it off here, fold it up and show you. Some really pretty designs into this hat, and I made one for my granddaughter too. Anyway, so I have some of this yarn left over, and I'll get to that in a minute. This yarn right there, I don't know if you remember several videos back, I showed you Mary Maxim mystery box that I had gotten, and that was one of the yarns in there. A friend of mine showed me a wonderful pattern, a Pooh Bear blanket, and I think I pulled that up and showed it to you a few videos ago too, where it was, how do you spell love Pooh? And Pooh says, you don't, Piglet, you feel it. So I did a pattern test for that, and I'm going to take out the one that I'm currently working on and show you. I'm almost done with it, but the lady I'm testing for is Carrie, and I'm going to leave that in the description box below. So here's the latest blanket that I'm pattern testing for her, and she'll be releasing that soon. So let me see, get that up here close. And that's her name, and that's her website, and where you can go to get the patterns. She does a lot of mosaic crochet, and this is a mosaic crochet pattern, and I'm going to show you, just like the Pooh Bear blanket that I did. And she's got a series of Pooh Bear blankets. I've tested 2. I didn't test one other one because I wanted to test this elephant. But the last thing that she's put up, and she does all kinds of other mosaic designs besides Pooh. The last thing that she put up was this. And you can see, if you like Pooh Bear, and I know I'm cutting my face off, so forgive me. If you like Pooh Bear, you'll know this is classic before Disney. Okay? The wonderful thing about me is I'm the only one. Isn't that cute? So I wanted to put color in it, and this is just an ideal. And I haven't started the blanket yet, but I'll come back on and I'll show you either my progress and most likely definitely the finished work. But in between there, I signed up for another pattern, and Afghans is not something I've tested except a baby one before. So this is this can be a baby size. You can use it whatever weight you want and whatever hook you want. This one's not in color, but I signed up to test this pattern. Can you see? This part's hard to see because it's black and white, but there's a pumpkin on the inside of that, and it says cutest pumpkin in the patch. But this part in the middle is filet crochet, and these parts on the end are mosaic. So it's a combination of both of them. And her name slips my mind, but if you go on it's Elamy. Yeah, it was right there. Elamy Designs, and she has a Etsy shop, and that's the name of the blanket if you're interested in it. Of course, you can adjust these if you feel like it. Here's the example of that mosaic, but I'm just going to show you right quick because it's a pattern you need to purchase. Anyway, I showed you the ticker, right? That's the one I'm going to do. So I was going to use some of that. I had purple sparkle yarn when I got this, and that mystery bag, I've got 2 of those, so I thought that could be a flower. Maybe 1, maybe all 3. So let's get to that elephant blanket. Let me see if I can hold it up to where you can see it. Yeah. See, that's the bottom. And as you go up towards the top. And I've got 32 rows left on that. But is that not gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And I used a 3-weight yarn, a 4.5 millimeter hook. That cream colored yarn, white looking yarn, is a Hobby Lobby baby 3-weight yarn that I got on clearance. And I had to go buy more. It was a dye lot clearance, so I had to go buy more to have it. And the colored part of it is a Shaw in the Ball. I don't know if y'all remember Shaws in the Balls. I did, a while back I did an exchange, and I put a video, that's a couple of years ago video, where I did an exchange on Summer's Facebook page, and I got a box, and that colorway was in that box. But I didn't have enough. I ran out with 43 rows left. And if you are familiar with mosaic crochet, you'll know that color A and color B, or whatever. Color A is the cream color and color B is the Shaw in a Ball. It's every other row you're using that one color. And I don't know about anybody else, but this leaving tails is a pet peeve. It bothers me. Look, my hair's sticking up. Sorry. But for these patterns, it makes the fringe on the outside. You can also take it in and put any other border you want on it, or the patterns also suggest an envelope border if you're familiar with that. I'm not. Anyways, but the back on a standard version of mosaic crochet looks kind of like that. But there's a way that you can do a reverse stitch, and it's a mirror image of your pattern on both sides. Well, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to hold up this one panel for my pumpkin blanket. That's mosaic. See, you just repeat that pumpkin pattern that I showed you 7 times, and you get that. And I'll probably tuck these tails in, and I'll show you in the blanket. So I'm not quite done. I ran out of this, and I was so hoping that I would get picked as a pattern tester. Usually don't not get picked when I apply, but she must already have testers that she wanted to use. So I didn't get picked, and I purchased this pattern when she released it. So here's the bottom mosaic panel, and then hopefully you can see the pumpkin in the fillet design. Yeah, let me get out of the way, or try to get out of the way. See that fillet? And this part says in the patch, and that's the cutest pumpkin. Unfortunately, I ran out of yarn with 2.5 rows left. Ah! I lost it, yarn chicken. So frustrating. So I lost at 2 projects back to back yarn chicken. I don't know about you, but that frustrates me. So I placed an order Monday night, actually, to Hirschner's, because this yarn is, all of this yarn right here is Hirschner's, and it's a DK weight, and I'll show you in just a minute. They are going to all have the same specs, but 3 different colorways for that pumpkin blanket. So and I hope that you're like me and can understand this, but I will buy yarn because I like the yarn. I don't necessarily have a project for the yarn, and that's not a good thing either. That's a bad habit. But to each his own. I'm not judging. Please don't judge me, but I do my best. So Premier's released a few new yarns, and Premier has to be one of my favorite places to get yarn. But didn't buy this from Premier. Sorry, Premier. This came from Mary Maxim because I needed yarn. Anybody see this Premier Puzzle shimmer that's got the sparkle in it? Hold on just a second and I'll take a ball out of here. I thought I needed a poncho for the winter, and so I was thinking about doing that, a poncho, or something different. I made a sweater from Cinnamon Stitches video. If y'all don't watch Cinnamon Stitches, please go and subscribe to her. She's awesome to watch. She's got great design. She makes it easy. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see that sparkle in that. See it? And if you've ever used Premier, you know how it fades, and it's got browns in it. Do you see the brown in there? All right, so this is new with the sparkle, but it's the same puzzle yarn. I made one of Cinnamon Stitches sweaters out of puzzle cotton. But anyway, this colorway is Seashore Shimmer. And blue is my favorite color, absolutely favorite. This is a bulky 5. This is the really only yarn I like to use as far as bulky. And it says bulky, but the puzzle cotton is a 4 weight. And this is a smaller 5. I don't like big bulky yarns. I like my 3 and 4 weights. I like right in the middle. But 246 yards, 255 meters, right? No, 225 meters. 5.29 ounces or 150 gram ball of this. So here's your care instructions. Beautiful yarn. So I want to make me a shawl. Or not a shawl, a poncho. And if you watch Cinnamon Stitches, she had Line Brand Week. And I'm going to stand up for just a minute to get something, so forgive me. I'll talk while I'm walking. Sorry about this. But I didn't think about bringing this pumpkin over until I picked up that yarn. I had 3 skeins I had ordered. Like I said before, I order things because they're pretty and I like them, right? Here is a bumpkin. And if you've watched Cinnamon Stitches Line Brand Week, you know what I'm talking about, a bumpkin. She designed this pumpkin. And I've had this DK Color Fusion in my stash for probably 8 months to a year, and I thought I'd use it because I thought the colorway, of course, is Autumn Sky. I thought that's a perfect colorway for an unusual fall top pumpkin. This top is that Mary Maxim DK yarn that was in that pumpkin blanket. Okay, so I was just trying to use that up, but she did one of her other designs for Line Brand Week was a shrug she wanted to make for her daughter Juju. So I'm not much on a shrug. I don't know if any of you all are, but I'm not much for a shrug. This is the wrong side of my work, okay? You can see I haven't tucked my tails in yet. This is where I joined. It's going to be on the inside. But the shrug is supposed to come out like that. Should be out of style for teenagers. I don't know. I don't have one anymore. But I wanted a sweater. And so I'm a little over halfway with the length of the body, and then I'll have to put the arms on it. But I wanted a sweater for fall. And I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. But if I make the bell sleeves that she says to make with it, I will run out of that color yarn too. So since I had to order some more of that Mary Maxim yarn, I thought, why not? I want to make me a poncho for fall. I want to have enough yarn to finish that sweater. So I got me a 3-pack. Premier Color Fusion. And of course it's DK. Okay? And let me get this ball that's already open. Some gorgeous colors in that, see? And it's a lightweight 3. It says to use a 4mm hook. I'm using a 5. Colorway's Autumn Sky. Can you see that? And it's 325 yards, 298 meters. And it's a 100 gram ball, 3.5 ounces. So it goes a long way to make a project. I've made that bumpkin. I had 3 total skeins, and that's the 3rd skein. So I ordered another 3-pack to have enough for that. Now, let's get to the Mary Maxim yarn. This came today, UPS. Pardon me for the what's that called? crinkling and all that. But I hadn't opened this before I got on camera. So, again, I'm sorry. Let me get this out. I got a 4th ball of that puzzle yarn. And I like that they put it in a bag. So, the filet / mosaic citronelle pumpkin afghan is made out of Mary Maxim Metal Spun DK. And Cinnamon Stitches also did a Mary Maxim week in the spring. And this is one of the yarns that she featured. I didn't get any at the time, but I thought this would be a great 3-weight to test that blanket with. And it's a 3-weight, see. And it says to use a 4mm as well, but I also used a 4.5 on that pumpkin blanket. It's 284 yards, 260 meters, 100% acrylic. And all of these are 100% acrylic. I'm not much on the wool. I'm not allergic or anything, but I'm not much on the wool. It's too itchy for me. This is a 100 gram, 3.5 ounce file. Again, 284 yards. See, not light. Okay. And so I got this to finish my afghan. Since I had to order, like I said, I got me some more of that Color Fusion and some more of that Premier Puzzle shimmer because it sparkles. So back to this pattern test for Tigger that I want to test. You see all those colors? I had from Ollie's, I had a Bernat, however you want to say it. I had a green, and I have Red Heart Black with a sparkle in it. And I had that orange that I did my pumpkin hat with that I thought would be perfect color for Tigger. And black's my color B. So all these others are color A. This one for the sky. Is that not beautiful? Shimmer yarn. I got several balls of that. I want to make a flower with this. And I also got some Walmart Mainstay that I did Christmas cardigan test last year with. That I'm going to use a teal color for the eyes. And I've got a pink already from that too. But here's that orange that I made that pumpkin hat with. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, absolutely gorgeous. So, Mary Maxim Glimmer. And like I said, I just happened to get it in a mystery bag. This color is orange. Even though it's more like a fall orange, it's not a bright pumpkin orange. It's also this is actually 97% acrylic with 3 other, and that 3 other is that metallic strand in that yarn. But let's see, I don't see, it says a 5mm hook for this yarn as a medium 4-weight, and it is approximately 191 yards or 175 meter, 100 gram, 3.5 ounce ball. Let's see if you can get the stats right there. I know, hard to see with that light glaring on it. So that's all the rest of this is. It's just the blue and the orange for the sky and for Tigger. And so what I'll do is I'll come back on as I'm making progress with that and show you. But I just wanted to share my haul with you and share a few of the test patterns I've been working on or I have finished, and just say hi. I miss you all. I do. I hate that my life is so hectic with my granddaughter and my daughter, but we can't always pick what we want to do. And I'd really like to crochet full time if I could afford it, but I have to work. Guys, I really do appreciate you tuning in. I've missed you. If you haven't come to my channel and you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, and for those that you have returned and are such generous, loyal supporters, I love y'all. You mean a lot to me. You all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. You have a great day. Bye, guys.